In this tutorial, I am going to talk about all things gray hair and give you some tips you can apply to your regimen. This is Mia, and she is in her mid-50s, but started graying in her 20s, so very much a genetic situation of premature graying. She was coloring to cover the gray until around 2017 when she finally decided to stop because it was becoming increasingly challenging to get more than a couple washes before gray strands would become visible again. She has relaxed her hair, but has some new growth that is natural, so she is dealing with a mix of textures here. She has also experienced a lot of breakage in the perimeter from the relaxer and some extreme thermal damage that occurred last year when she was being styled for a commercial campaign. Gray hair can present some challenges, but with a few routine and mental adjustments, you can have a better experience as you gray and maintain the health of your hair. You may feel like your gray hair is unruly or wiry or dry. That is due to decreased sebum production in your follicles. The strands will not naturally retain moisture as easily, so you will need to stay on top of your weekly cleansing and deep conditioning to help them out. Using the Scalp Clarifier, the Ultimate Hydrator Shampoo, and Elasticity Restoring Treatment weekly will gently exfoliate your follicles and stimulate healthy growth while hydrating and repairing the cuticle layer to help protect those strands from more moisture loss. If you live in an area with hard water, installing a water filtering shower head will help keep magnesium and calcium deposits out of your hair, and covering up when you're going to be out in the sun for long periods of time will also help. The curl primer is made to help shield strands from environmental damage, so adding that to your regimen will also help with protecting your hair during and after styling. As I am detangling Mia's hair, I can feel the loss of elasticity and how overly stretchy the hair is from the relaxer she used, plus excessive use of heat. The breakage is being caused mainly by the relaxer, and there's no way to really stop it at this point. It's just too far gone. The only options would be to let it continue to break away at the line of demarcation where her natural texture meets the relaxed hair, or cut it off. After applying a heat protecting serum that I am working on for you all, I am going to use a new tool from FHI Heat and a small Denman paddle brush to blow dry. It comes with attachments that smooth, curl, and diffuse, making it a 6-in-1 styler. This is the lightest weight dryer I think I've ever used, and it almost fits in the palm of my hand. It has 4 heat levels and 3 airflow speeds with a lock button to hold the settings and cool shot. It is also extremely quiet for such a powerful dryer. I feel like this is giving the Dyson some real competition because the price point is lower, it comes with more attachments, and the cord is not so bulky and heavy. This might be my new favorite dryer. If you want to check it out, I have a link and discount code below this video for you. Because of all the breakage in the front, I am going to cut Mia's hair into a face framing bob so it will place more weight in the front half, giving the overall shape more balance. That is the best way to camouflage the breakage in the front. We talked about the damage and how it will keep breaking away over time. Mia likes to work out multiple days a week and she's sweating. She's a full-time caregiver to her mother, and she needs her hair to be easier to do while still being fly. Because look at her, she is gorgeous. I told her the best option is to cut the relaxed hair off and allow her natural texture to thrive and grow in. She will still have the option to straighten when she wants, but without all the breakage and stress of styling multiple textures. For now, she is opting to keep the relaxed ends. I am having her switch to my Scalp Clarifier, Ultimate Hydrator Shampoo, and co-wash for those in-between wash day refreshes, and then using the Elasticity Restoring Treatment every week to take care of that new growth and get her on a healthier regimen going forward. While this won't recover the over-processed hair, it will help relieve the symptoms of dryness, slow that rate of breakage down, and make it easier to style week to week. Once you chemically damage your hair, it just has to grow out and be cut away. Y'all know I like to keep it 100 with y'all, and that includes helping you manage your expectations so you aren't disappointed by over-promises of outcomes. No product on the market, no topical item is going to restore the DNA of the strand as it came out of your scalp. The curl bonds are permanently broken, and the strands are weaker because of that. I have a tutorial that I'll link below that goes into detail about curl pattern and bond damage, what treatments do and don't do, that you can watch to help you understand this more. While I cut Mia's hair and style it, let's talk about what happens to gray hair and some things you can do to improve your experience. Hair is not necessarily turning gray. It's an optical illusion caused by less melanin produced in the follicle, resulting in white, silver, or gray appearance. For the majority of people, it is simply age-related. As we age, melanin production in the follicles slows down and eventually stops completely in some strands. That is why most people have a blend of gray and black or brown, or salt and pepper. Stress does not change the color of hair, but it can trigger a condition called effluvium, which causes hair to shed 3 times faster than normal, and those new strands grow in without melanin. Premature graying and other aging hair symptoms can be caused by a host of things like hormonal imbalances, effluvium, nutrition deficiencies, genetics, and some of these health-related conditions. You definitely should speak with your doctor about treatments, supplements, or adjustments in medication if you feel they are wreaking havoc on your hair. So why does hair color fade so fast on gray hair? Usually the culprit is insufficient processing time. Cuticles are more tightly packed, so it may take longer to absorb color, or you may need a pre-softening treatment to help open up the cuticle layer so that the color can fully process in. The strands are resistant to color and holding on to color due to the loss of melanin, so the dye does not have anything to hold on to, so to speak. There are a few things that can cause yellowing and gray hair. The number one reason is usually from styling products with artificial dye ingredients. Using a toner or a purple shampoo can neutralize the yellow tones out of the strands, but overall, you want to avoid any kind of styling product that has artificial dye in the ingredients. Certain types of medication can also cause yellowing, as well as environmental factors like excessive sun exposure, calcium or magnesium in hard water, or exposure to other minerals or metals. Relaxed hair can cause scalp inflammation due to the lack of sebum your scalp is producing. It can also exacerbate the natural loss of moisture in the strands, causing them to become weaker, more brittle, and eventually break. Here's a summary of things you can do to help your gray hair be healthy and beautiful. YouTube may compensate me for the shoppable links I am going to share with you here. First thing you can do is use a color depositing shampoo every few washes to remove any stains or yellow tint. A cleanser like Ouida Tone It Away Purple Shampoo can help with this by neutralizing the brassy tones with a snatch of violet in the formula. If it is a lot of brassiness or green tone, you may need a full-on toner processed with developer like the Wella Color Charm Permanent Cream Toner, and has to be mixed with the Wella Color Charm 10 Volume Developer. These usually just need 5 to 7 minutes or so to process and will make the gray hair appear shinier while neutralizing out the unwanted tones, pending that you don't have any other color in your hair. This is probably something you want to consult with a stylist to do, just to make sure you get the tone you want and don't end up getting your hair too purple or too blue. But if you do try it yourself, I recommend doing a patch test on a small piece of hair before you apply it to your whole head. Avoid using any styling products that have artificial dyes in the ingredients. You need to protect your hair from sun exposure, wear hats or coverings when you know you'll be outside in the sun for lots of hours, and use the curl primer to help protect your strands from environmental pollutants and damage. Installing a water filter shower head to avoid those calcium and other mineral deposits, cleansing and deep conditioning weekly with MoKnowsHair products to improve your elasticity and moisture retention, setting your hair in styles that are able to last for several days to avoid excessive manipulation. You also want to avoid high tension styles or anything that adds too much weight to the strands and follicles. You need to make sure you are securing your hair with satin or silk coverings or sleeping on a satin or silk pillowcase for bed. You want to get your ends trimmed every 8 to 10 weeks, and keeping a shape in your hair is going to make it look better, which is going to make you feel better, and that's really half the battle, is your own personal perception. Something you can do when styling to get those flyaways under control is adding a wax stick or a hairspray to your finishing product stash. The Briogeo Style and Treat Sleek Stick is an example of a pomade textured product that will help you control those wiry flyaways that just don't want to lay down without you having to pile a bunch of edge gel on that's likely just going to get gunky and flake over the days. I'll tag some additional finishing favorites of mine below.
Yes, honey, yes. I need my red lipstick. They're not gonna know me this weekend.
Very cute, very cute.
Really nice.
Little bounce.
That is so cute. That's what I'm talking about. You gotta look like this every day. Miracle worker. That's what I'm talking about. Okay.
I hope this video gives you some insight on gray hair care and things you can implement into your own routine. Please feel free to leave me questions below this video so I can incorporate them into future content for you. And you will find links to everything used below this video, and you can get your healthy hair regimen on track with MoKnowsHair products at MoKnowsHair.com.